December 11, 2022. Marcus Giovanni here at Leslie Herod for Mayor, Denver. At Leslie Herod, meet artificial intelligence. Now, what her IT people are failing to tell her, because these people have been doing the same thing, the same habits, over and over and over for 60 years. I've been indexing for the last many years. Last 12 years, 15 years, you pick it, regarding the categories I represent. Now here's Leslie's complete. Now you got to remember, artificial intelligence. When she was safe when she was up there at state, but as soon as she came down to mayor level, the senator has nothing to do with it. Being a lesbian has nothing to do with it. Being the first black woman has nothing to fucking do with Denver's elections. I know that's kind of hard for everybody to swallow, but see, the Speer Amendment was indexed 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. And Denver was indexed over 10 years ago. At first they were nonpartisan, because that's what they said. So we indexed them as such. We looked at all the people that said it. We looked at all the candidates that ran the very first time in 2011. All those candidates were indexed. And pattern matched to what they can do. You know, like you think James Mejia is the new strategy officer for, chief strategy officer for Metropolitan State University. What's he going to strategize? That dude's outdated as fuck. When do you people wake up? You know what's going to happen? Artificial intelligence is going to wake you up. And I didn't need to be fucking mayor. Isn't that beautiful? I think that is so awesome, because you know what? I'd rather sing and do my shit, climb back in my hole, or stay out of my hole. It don't matter to me, because either way, I win. Because I swore that one day I wouldn't allow the media to overrun me. I wouldn't allow worthless coward bullies overrun me. And when I learned about the city and county of Denver and the bullshit that these people spew out of their fucking pie holes, Ian Tafoya, ooh, Leslie Herod, she's going to be the first buzz click. Just go right down the road. Look at it. We are ready to tackle our toughest issue, homelessness, crime, affordable housing. Denver is ready for someone with experience and a record. No, they're not you, Leslie. The record you're talking about is the record that I've been bringing to the table for the last 11 fucking years. Watching you change the law with your criminal justice reform. All that shit you talk about now, girl, is negative keywords. Go ask your IT directors about me. Go ask your website developers. And see if they were smart, because we can find out anybody, because that's what we do. We're cloud extractors, content extractors, data extractors, video extractors, and we use the voice to do it. So what happened is when Herod got into the mayoral race, after they were him-hawing and waiting, and they were changing the Wikipedia pages so that they don't tell you the election date. I tried to change it. Go look at it, folks. Do your fucking homework. Because I'm going to tell you something, Lisa. All right? You might think you and all your friends are going to win, or you and Lisa Calderon, or you and Mike Johnston. Let me tell you something. Everything that you've ever done on the internet was indexed within seconds. And see, here's one at 8. This is your whole mayor. This is everything you've done. My name's not even on here in the title. But look what's missing. Artificial intelligence. You know, toughest issue, she's saying the same shit that Hickenlooper said when he first got elected. Now he's senator. And see, what these folks don't know is they don't understand social credit system scores and rankings.com. I've been trying to tell all the people in the media, and all they do is steal little bits and pieces, and now you start seeing them talk about it once they start talking about it. Once those voices hit that FCC regulated, because your voice is the new voice print. That's the new identifier, because you can either use your voice or your fingerprint, but your voice is more powerful. So now when Leslie put out all those videos, all these years, everything she's ever fucking said, every picture she ever did, it now gets migrated to her because that's what I do for a living in my metaverse. See, Leslie is in my metaverse. I'm not in her metaverse. I wouldn't go join her metaverse. Even if she was the first black woman lesbian fucking snowplow blower. Like Kelly Brow, who's been milking Denver $474,000 a year. That clown's been making. When all the businesses went out of business because of COVID and all the lockdowns, she's still getting her big dollars. And then you got the St. J.J. man, that fucking clown. These people are outdated, man. We indexed them all. This is our job. We're going to pack up and bail. And you just know what? I have the keys to fix everything. And everything we do is legal. So y'all better hope nothing ever happens to me. I'm telling you. Because I don't care whether I win or die, I win. That's my life. I've been like this since I was fucking a little kid. 7 years old. Talk the way I talk, do what I want to do, say what I want to say, and watch those Christians throw their fucking rocks at my glass house. Why, they go to church and sin every week because we're all sinners. I'm a fucking sinner. I'm not the sinner of what you bad people say I am. And there's a lot of that, but I don't ever get clicked on by Latinos. I just don't go around them. I got Latino friends. Not as many as I should. But, you know, they're hardcore. I talk too white. It turns them off. It is what it is. But it's that training I got is what puts me ahead of everybody else. My story, where I came from. What's my story? Leslie, I'll match my story against your pitiful fucking story and everything that you made because you didn't build shit, girl. You took it off the sweat of everybody else using your stupid fucking pronouns and all these other bullshit words that mean nothing. And someone's got to educate you people. You people, meaning everybody that follows you. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what sexual appetites they have. I just know that they're humans in Denver. And I'm only dealing with the ones in Denver. And when you think about the Speer Amendment, something that you must not know, being here your whole fucking life in Park Hill, and you never even understood the Speer Amendment. You, Wellington Webb, Pena, Hickenlooper, Hancock, the entire city council for the last 60 fucking years who are all making big fucking dollars. Those are that are alive. If that's the kind of fucking city you want, good luck with that. Because in the mortal world, it's going to be what it is. But in the digital world, you've been used as an indexed as a model. Lisa Calderon, Penfield Tate, Jamie Gillis, whatever you pronounce her name, Andy Rowe, Rougeot. Do @ in front of all those people's names. And that's just the information I want you to see. There's other content you can't see. And our content's designed to stay away from people like Leslie. It's designed to stay, even though they'll see it, they're not seeing the full story because their metaverse is different than my metaverse. But because I was in this race first, and because of my, wizardry, we own wizardknowsalltellsall.com, disinformationczar.us, googlecrystalball.com, googlebusinessdeveloper.com. I built virtual properties for the city and county of Denver to take certain businesses and citizens and put them at the helm of these SPAC development companies that are already verified by Google. I have 80 of them, folks, and they're badass. We're talking about creating hundreds of millions of dollars of residual income for the citizens of Denver. So those people that there'll be no more poor. And if you think you're going to move here and be poor and take our dollars for our DACA kids and I'm for them DACA kids. It's ridiculous to let them live here in that fucking type of mental anguish. And all these people, oh, we're for the DACA. Why didn't you pass it? because this is their battle. Because they pass it, they wouldn't have nothing else to fight about. So they're using the children that are now adults as fucking pawns like they do in Denver public schools. And you look at the administrator and the principals, fuck, they're all garbage, folks. They're all spun by the same fucking web that's been taking over Denver for 60 fucking years while Wellington Webb sits in his corner graying out, zoning out. Nothing new, nothing, just all their little deals that they all made and why they made it in office. That's how you know there's a God, Wellington. Your own fucking brother stood up to defend the right to petition while you sat out in your corner with your fucking nose in your... So I lost all respect for you, Wellington. I mean, I shook your hand and everything, but your brother turned out to be more of a hero than you, brah. And the funny thing is, that's how you know they're God, because you can bullshit artificial intelligence only to a certain point. And with God, he gave us all free will to do whatever the fuck we want. And that's include taking over a whole fucking city and not honoring the most honorable mayor of all mayors, Robert W. Speer. And for him, it's his life I'm trying to save, to rebuild a city beautiful that's been decayed by city decay. And see, I got the job to index it. See, these people have no idea what indexing is, or then when they look at, they have their friends to talk about it, then they go and look at all the people that are really doing it, like with me. And they don't realize I don't look at any of their shit. This is as far as I go. I don't need to know anything. Except that the toughest issues. Hickenlooper we're running on that. And look at, Hancock ran on it. And look at, we are at record high fucking murders. They're not talking about murders, home crime. Oh, we're going to fix crime. What are you going to do, Leslie? It was all your fucking laws. You dumbass. That created this. And see, the problem is you don't have any judges, you don't have anybody until up to a few months ago that are starting to realize, the independent judges, they're realizing that what I'm saying is true, because their IT people are starting to grab their balls, man and woman, and whatever it is you want to be. But you watch, look, Leslie here, my name's not even in there. Artificial intelligence. I bet if I add Marcus Giavanni to this title up here, right, that that my name would tell you add it. So here's artificial intelligence. Marcus Giavanni, crushing rap. She's dumb, man. And if you guys vote for her, you guys are going to take Denver. And Leslie, I know you think very highly of yourself, because you obviously, according to artificial intelligence, have no allegiance to anybody but yourself. I bet if I keep scrolling down, I'm going to see other things like, oh, first black woman, first, oh, fuck. And I'm West Nigerian. Okay, I might not be black enough for you, Leslie, but I'm a Negro. You heard me? Negro. I'm not ashamed of saying that. I think it actually sounds better than black. But that's because certain groups made us feel like that's the way we got to change. So we always had to change, always had to change. I don't change for fucking nobody. I'm a Negro. Negro. I'm just not Negro enough. Because you can't see what part of me is Negro, because it's in my soul and my... Unfortunately, God bless me. Leslie Harrod. 10,808 likes. Hashtag Denver's ready. Oh, we're going to have to do a hashtag Denver's ready. I've been saying that. And see, what these folks don't realize, that everything they've said, I've already ran through a computer for years on what a candidate would possibly say. Top 10 in regards to homeless, in regards to Denver ready, Colorado's ready, for a woman, lesbian, black guy, white guy. And you know what the Speer Amendment says, Leslie? To all your bullshit fucking crutches that you use to get you into jobs and positions that have just totally fucked Denver up. And it's going to fuck them up more if you're elected, which you won't be. Because people are learning. Your IT people need to start telling you the fucking truth, Harrod. You're outdated, wanksta. And so when you realize this, don't fucking hate me. You should embrace me, for I saved not only your ass, but the whole city and county of Denver. .us, .com, .org, .everything. Because I have the ability to see things and read things and then build things in a direction that will be the opposite of whatever the fuck you folks say. And it's already showing. Right now, you guys just aren't catching up. You guys are trying to figure out how to write. Here it is. This right there, folks, in the digital world means not a fucking thing. It might in their world and that's their right. They could say she, her, or it was it. Okay? These are all deviant from our vocabulary that artificial intelligence are going to let certain people try to change. They can do it in their lives. They can talk backwards. They could go all have sex with animals and whatever it is they want to do. I don't care. It's none of my fucking business. You want an abortion? Go for it. Do you know how many abortions I paid for? I have 5 kids. How many abortions did I pay for? A few. Because parents made me. I'm still not really convinced I'm not going to be punished for that. I took a fucking life, man. A baby's life. I'm a recovering Roman Catholic human. I didn't choose my life. I didn't choose anything that ever fucking happened to me. Except the things that I tell you I did. And you can believe it because you can see it. But artificial intelligence is going to squirm these people out. Their faces are just just bloviated fucking, look at me, look at cheese, just all cheese. Look at me, my hands are open like Ian Tafoya when I had the bag lady do her fucking, hear me? These people have no clue. This cheese picture shit is over. You don't want to know that. We don't want to, who wants to see that? I don't. Leslie brings lived experience and determination. Undoubtedly, you've seen her. You've seen, heard, and maybe even had the opportunity to meet Leslie Harrod as the first LGBTQ quiet man American woman mayor. Notice how that's on the bottom, folks? Because undoubtedly it's bullshit. Because the Speer Amendment, if you understand what that is, that everybody is just fucking ignored. So they think, oh, we're going to pass the sidewalk amendment. They're not going to enforce that. If they didn't enforce the law that we have on the books, what the fuck? And well, we were supposed to get our sidewalks fixed anyway back in 2015, remember? All the marijuana was going to go, and Tabor, and Tabor, and Tuber, and all these other bullshit, smoke and mirror. We're going to take your fucking money because we're so out of debt. But because we can do a balanced budget, that's why we took the sidewalk money and started using it for something else. And we took this money. And so where the fuck is the auditor? Where the fuck is Timothy fucking O'Brien? That's what I want to know. See, when you look at the candidates that ran for office, the first one was a city council at large, who I'm voting for. Hands down. He has got the experience that we need. He's not even a Democrat. He's an independent, but he could be floating as a Democrat. But he told me that he's an independent. But when you look at everywhere he's worked, he's got to work somewhere. But the good news is that he can flip it, and he doesn't have to do much of it. But those ones that are registered Democrats, when I'm mayor, you're going to change them things off your fucking. You're going to renounce the Democratic Party out of your system once and for all, because we don't care about federal issues, because we don't need to get grants and all that shit to keep us pumped up with shit that keeps on happening over and over and over and over and over and over. Same fucking things. And where's the look at Cherry Creek Fashion. Not holding anybody accountable. They're all jumping on on the false narratives that they've been building up as being the true and correct information in regards to what they can do, and now they can't. That's why that's on the bottom right there, folks. And it's missing is her handle. At Leslie for mayor. At Leslie Herrick for mayor. Oh, there's one for at Leslie for mayor. And so what happens is, especially when she gets on that ballot, see, she thinks her running for senator, a senator running for mayor, you're taking a step backwards. You run for mayor, then you go to senator. Because what she doesn't know, and no one told her because none of these people fucking know, is that state law kind of dictates what's going to be going on in city and districts. And all the criminal reform laws that she's passed has hurt Denver badly. Just go outside, but with, hey, are you going to look at me, the first LGBTQ African American woman mayor, or are you going to believe what you look outside? I look at that as much as I can see the gap in the front of your front teeth, Leslie. Okay? That's where the bullshit keeps on seeping out of your fucking pie hole. And I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here. I've watched you, girl. The lives that have died and all these things that you're doing, you're only enforcing those same people that are coming from another cities that have higher crime rate and murder rate, and and those folks are labeled as life devaluators. Okay, and you got to remember, this is digital world, Leslie, not your mortal world. But you can't operate in a digital world without all your apparatuses to get you there. And so now the beautiful thing is your voices and all your videos are now and were in seconds. As soon as I put my name on it, as soon as I did my job, which all you people seem to think I don't know how to do anything, talk, and I'm just a perennial. Well, you all can go fuck yourselves. How does that sound?